Yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tashira Say. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 48 of the weekly homework podcast. First and foremost, shout out to my man, Stephen G, for that intro for the last 3 weeks. This is the last week we're going to use it. So we will be going on to a newer intro next week, but hopefully we will get more intros from him because that was the first. So hopefully we get at least one more before this year is up. Anyhow, welcome back. We have a really nice show planned for you today. Took it easy this week because I've been, working on some things that are about to get revealed, and the assignment that I wanted to do, I didn't actually have time to set it up. So I just got really simple, really easy. Let the people take a break this week somewhat. And we're just doing a do what you like week. And when do what you likes come around, I think we did 3 last year. When we have a do what you like, it's basically you just do what you like, with the exception of, the typical thing when you do a remix. I hate those. I really do, because remixes are lame. Puffy, blame him. Anyhow, so we actually have 7 submissions this week from our good CMA members, starting off with my man Double Negative, who has been here doing his thing every single week since he came in. Let's see what he has.
Double Negative.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Hell no. Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it. I put my heart in this, dog. Let's go, man.
Double Negative. Boy, man, that's hard. Hoo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? So far in every episode this year, I don't think we've had any really weak moments, and we had some last year, of course. But this year, we definitely have a really solid, a solid crew of people who are consistently banging out and contributing to the podcast. And Double Negative, he's been around, what is this, 4 weeks now? Or is it 5? And he's been banging out along with us. So shout out for that, my man. I love that track. I love everything about it. The sequence, definitely the mixing, the sounds you use, the feel, the tempo. I'm more of a like a low to mid 90s tempo. So I love something I can bob my head with and something that, get the heart rate racing and all that kind of stuff. And that definitely reminds me of something that I would definitely do. And of course, I love the use of the mountain sample for a long red. So shout out for that, my man. All right, coming to a man that we have not talked to in a couple of weeks. Our man, Hypnotist Clark. Let's go. Hypnotist Clark doing his thing, returning for week 48. I actually like that track. Only thing I didn't like about it is 2 small things. One, it's a little short. I like what happened in that time frame where it was kind of like it was really building up so it was going somewhere. Because, Hypnotist he's more dark and cinematic with his tracks. Even when we're doing an assignment, he still puts that nice dark and cinematic edge to it. And I really like what he does. But this one right here is, once again, that's him being him. And it sounded like it was getting ready to go somewhere. And as soon as it got there, it ended. It's just over a minute long. And I'm like, man, that buildup was pretty cool. And it could have just really kept going until it actually boom, 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 or whatever. It actually went into the beat and got very cinematic. But did like the track. Could have had a little bit more done to it, but definitely liked it. So thanks for contributing this week, my man. All right, moving on to the UK. I love when we do a do what you like with this gentleman. My man, Mr. Legacy. Let's go.
I tell you what I do. I play one of my own compositions.
My calculations are correct. This baby hit 88 miles per hour.
Yes. Mr. Legacy doing his thing. Yeah. I like when Legacy comes around for a Do What You Like. I mean, the cool thing about a Do What You Like week is obvious, you get to do what you like. But after going through all of these weeks where you're doing this concept and then over here you're sticking by this strict set of rules and you can only use this particular sample or whatever situation is in the other weeks, and then you get a Do What You Like week where you can actually relax. But what I've seen so many people do is actually pull from the other assignments, skills that they acquired or things that they figured out or even heard or seen someone else do in a previous assignment. And then they start implementing it into their regular work, because a Do What You Like week is your regular work. Is what you would, if it was up to you to just make beats, this is what you would do. And that's what I love seeing, about everybody when they come around for a Do What You Like week. And Legacy does his thing. And I keep forgetting, my apologies, I keep forgetting to actually advertise this. Mr. Legacy, Cricket Mystery Jazz, aka JK, they have a crew, and I don't know what you would call them in particular. We call them the UK contingent, I guess you could say. But they actually do shows, radio shows on different drums with a Z.co.uk on Thursdays and Fridays. You got to check the listings over there to see what times. But they've begun doing a thing called the review show over at CMA, where they basically do what I do now. They sit back and they go over the shows for the weekly homework assignment, and they give their opinions and critiques of it. And it's a really entertaining show. So come on over to the site and check those out when you get a chance, because we have a nice amount of assignments. And every time I crank out a podcast, they crank out a video. So, and they're going to start doing more things as well. So make sure you come over and show them some love at Different Drums with a Z, and come on over to CMA and check out the review show. All right, moving right along to the other member of the UK contingent, our man, Crooked Mystery Jazz. Let's go. Boy, that was beastly. Man. CMJ. Whoa. That was nice. That was very nice. Easily one of my favorite CMJ tracks. And I like CMJ. Y'all know CMJ is my man. But, whoo, God, that was dope. I love the use of the sample, the drums, the sequences, the flips, you know, as far as the different change-ups and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you. All right, moving on to another gentleman we haven't heard from in a couple of weeks. My man Nelson Manzilla, back with a vengeance. No filler, all killer. Let's go.
I am a man from the planets.
It's a man! A planet man!
Filler. No filler. All killer. My man Nelson Manzilla. Yeah. Remember when I told you that when everybody's going this way, Nelson goes this way? Yeah. He, along with Jazz, along with Necro. Yeah. Those are those dudes that you look for that. You look for that stuff from. Yeah, that was dope. I liked everything about that. My only small complaint or suggestion or whatever is that, especially when it first kicked in and everything hit, it was a bit distorted. And I could be, if I could be mistaken, I think he said something in the email that he had used like some bit reduction or distortion in Ableton, because I know that's what he uses. But yeah, it was a bit hot, a bit distorted, but it definitely, that particular mode or sound definitely fit the atmosphere of the track. You know, it fit the feeling of the track, what it was trying to translate, and I definitely enjoyed it. My only suggestion is maybe take it down just a little bit, couple decibels, so that you won't blow anybody's ears out. But yo, like that track, and yeah, I'm done talking. Good job, sir. All right, going to my man Necro Mantis. Let's do it. Yes. Necro Mantis. North Carolina's own. Yeah. Necro is he's definitely going through that experimental phase right now that a lot of us go through. And he's, if you ask me, he's definitely succeeding. Because, Necro, the stuff that he's been turning in definitely the last couple of weeks, 3, maybe 4 weeks, kind of reminds me of Hypnotist in a sense where it's cinematic to a certain degree. And I guess Nelson Manzilla will fall in that category too, where it's somewhat cinematic. It can be used for a movie or the background on a commercial or something that we've all talked about in our hangouts that we have monthly. Video games. Man, a lot of us would really like to do like sound design and soundtracks for video games because we're all gamers. Just about all of us are play games. But yeah, I could definitely see that in a game that I don't know. I don't know exactly what it would be, but I can definitely see that in some type of game in the background while you're doing whatever the main task is, be it racing or flying or, you're going through trying to find something, whatever it is. I could definitely hear that in the background. Necro is doing his thing. Shout out for that, my man. And now, oh boy, this gentleman, I don't even need to introduce him. I don't. And I'm not going to introduce him. Just know this is his first opportunity of being anchor on the podcast. And I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it. Let's get into it. Yeah. You see that name up there, right? Yeah. Oh boy. that was dope. Woo! Man. Go 007. Wow. If there was a such thing as a CMA yearbook, so to speak, or elections, for those of us who have graduated high school and went through that crazy experience. But if there was a yearbook in an election, I think everybody would elect Bill Gold as most improved, most taking everybody by surprise or whatever the situation is. Myself and Mr. Fields, a good friend of mine, we were talking the other day and Bill came up and I was just like, you know what? And this is the first time that anybody else outside of CMA is hearing this. Well, yeah, anybody is hearing this outside of Ortez. If there, years down the line, Lord willing, we move on and CMA has grown to be this big thing and, somebody comes and interviews me and say, what would be your greatest, with the lack of a better term, greatest success story from CMA? And I would say go 007. Definitely. Once again, knowing what we know about Bill and, everybody that comes to the hangouts and actually is active on the website, Bill, you know who he is, how he is, what he does, what he's been through. Knowing what we know about Bill and seeing that, hearing the products that he's been kicking out this entire year from when he came in at the end of last year, and he's every week he's been submitting this year. Banger after banger, heater after heater, hit after hit, and he's doing nothing but getting better. Stephen G, watch The Crown, buddy. And Steven's been off a couple of weeks. I know we're going to hear from him this week, though. Yo, thank you to everybody that submitted this week. Go 007, Necromantis, Nelson Manzilla, Crooked Mystery Jazz, Mr. Legacy, Hypnotist Clark, Double Negative, and thank you for watching, listening, sharing the videos, commenting, and showing us support every single week. Thank you. And I speak for everybody at CMA. We definitely appreciate the love. Now, if you would like to be a part of what we do here at Computer Music Academy, be it the Weekly Homework Podcast, be it Ableton producer, machine producer, beat maker, home studio essentials, understanding, producer tools, and several other things. Come on over to Computer Music Academy and join us. It's that simple. I'm done. I'm not talking anymore besides saying this. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.